Hello, I'm Rosa, community herbalist, and you're here at the School of Wild Medicine. Today we're going to talk about herbs for rheumatoid arthritis, and that can ease the symptoms of painful, swollen joints and stiffness after rest, and improve that general sense of fatigue and feeling unwell that people with rheumatoid arthritis often have. There's a long list of culinary herbs that can all be really effective and an affordable way to reduce the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, including turmeric, garlic, thyme, cinnamon, cayenne, and you probably already have some of these at home in the kitchen, so there's no need to shop online for more exotic and expensive supplements like cat's claw or Boswellia, unless you want to. Then you can go to the supermarket and pick up a variety of cooking herbs, and they'll be equally effective. You just need to make sure you're getting a high enough dose of these herbs regularly throughout the day. So, for an example of what that would look like, you might want to have a teaspoon of cinnamon mixed into some pancake batter or porridge in the morning. You might want to have 2 or 3 cloves of raw garlic chopped up and sprinkled over your meal at lunch, like on a salad. And you could add a teaspoon of ginger powder and a pinch of cayenne to a stir fry in the evening, and that would all add up to having a really good dose of anti-inflammatory herbs and that would reduce the symptoms fairly quickly. Within a couple of days you should see the difference. When I was researching this video, I found a lot of success stories of people using healthy diets and herbs to massively reduce the pain symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis and to even completely go into remission, so that they're just not having that condition anymore. I found a really good channel called My Autoimmune MD, so I'll link that in the description, and that had loads of interviews of people who are sharing all the changes they've made and their whole experience of dealing with rheumatoid arthritis and of improving. So one of the most important things we can change is diet, and we really want to be eliminating all processed foods and replacing them with one ingredient whole foods, so that we're not consuming any weird added ingredients where our body could be reacting to it. But that doesn't mean that you have to avoid your favorite foods completely for the rest of your life. It's just we're just looking to get the symptoms and the pain levels right under control, so that you can start adding things back in here and there and seeing how your body reacts to it and seeing, is it worth it for you. So if you have a glass of wine and there's no symptoms flare up, then you'd be fine to keep on doing that. Because this is an inflammatory condition, we want to get as many vegetables and plants into your diet as possible every day, because that will really lower the inflammation levels across the whole body. So some people find this condition is aggravated if they eat a lot of animal products, and moving to a more plant-based diet can help ease the symptoms. But you don't have to go completely vegan or anything. It's just if someone's eating a high protein diet with a lot of meat and dairy, they might benefit from switching to a few more vegetarian meals a week, and swapping some of the meat for 2 to 3 servings of fish per week. You'd want to do wild caught fish rather than farmed, because that's not as anti-inflammatory. And some of my favorite fish to eat is sardines or mackerel, because they're low in mercury and they're also really affordable. Fish oil can be an amazing therapeutic option as well. There's a lot of research on that, proving that painful symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis decrease when people are given a high dose of fish oil, which is about 2 to 4 grams of omega-3 daily. However, that is a lot of fish oil capsules to reach that amount of omega-3. So it could be somewhere between 5 to 14 capsules a day, depending on which brand you take and how concentrated the capsules are. So you would want to check with your doctor before starting those high doses, because especially if you're already on medication, because the fish oil could interact with those medications. But just making sure that you have a good ratio of omega-3s in the diet is a good starting point. So I'd be happy to eat a serving of fish every day. And then making sure that you're cutting back on things that are higher in omega-6s and 9s. So cutting out vegetable oils would be a good place to start. Not having too many nuts and seeds, maybe just a handful, and having it away from the fish as well, because it can kind of compete for the uptake. Yes, so there are a lot of popular herbs for rheumatoid arthritis, and if any herb is particularly well known for being anti-inflammatory, that's one of the ones we want to be incorporating if we can. So you might be thinking of turmeric, and that's a really effective choice. If you take turmeric a couple of times a day, that can have a really impressive impact on the swelling in the joints and reduce joint pain pretty quickly. You'll notice it quite soon, sometimes even directly after taking it. You need to take it with fatty food and freshly ground black pepper because that massively enhances the absorption of turmeric. And you can see whole videos on YouTube about why that works. But if you take it on its own, if you take the turmeric on its own without the fat and without the black pepper, you're pretty much just wasting it because your body isn't able to absorb it. So you can take like a big spoonful of turmeric to add it to cooking, or you can make golden milk by heating full fat milk or coconut milk with turmeric and freshly ground black pepper, or you can take the turmeric capsules alongside a meal. And another popular anti-inflammatory herb for arthritis is ginger. You can benefit from ginger by both consuming it internally in the form of ginger tea and adding it to meals and baking with it, but you can also use it externally directly on the painful joint as well. So you can grate fresh ginger and you can hold it against the joint and you can wrap it in a cloth as a poultice, or you could also make ginger infused oil or buy that and massage that into the area to reduce the pain. So one way to make ginger oil is to get a carrier oil like almond oil or olive oil and heat that in a pan with some fresh grated ginger or with sliced ginger root or ginger powder. Heat that for maybe 20 minutes or so, and then you can strain it off into a clean jar and keep it in the fridge. I like to make small batches and use them quite soon because then if the oil does go moldy, then you've not wasted too much of the ingredients. It's not too big of a loss. Ginger oil is really soothing for all kinds of aches and pains. So you can massage it into your hands, you can give your partner a back massage, or you can massage your feet if they're sore after walking. It's a really relaxing thing to do. Massage in itself is just really good for improving the circulation and helping everything to keep moving. Right, I will be making a longer video on rheumatoid arthritis where we talk about the root causes, which are usually things like leaky gut syndrome or an imbalanced immune system. So subscribe if you'd like to see that longer video. Let me know in the comments if you have any health or herbal questions on any topic at all. I really love answering your questions. It's my favourite part of the job, so don't be afraid to ask. So thank you for watching all the way through to the end. If you take away one thing from this video, I hope it's that we have more control over our health than we generally think of, and we can improve our experience with chronic pain conditions much more than many people realise. So good luck finding all the foods and herbs that work for you. Stay well, and I'll see you next time. Bye.